This time on Vintage Steel Garage, we do something in the garage. I'm not sure what, but we're going to do something tonight in the garage. So stay watching. So I've not been in the garage for a while and not posted many videos for a while, and that's because I've been busy doing other things. I was planning in this lockdown to get lots of car projects done, get the bike finished, the board racer bike and a few other things, and then the wife said it'd be nice if we had a pizza oven. So I've actually been building that. Now that's why I'm surrounded by building materials in here. There's vermiculite there, which is for the insulation in the oven. There's fire clay down here. There's bits of timber there, and it's all not right. They should all be steely, rusty things. And my garage insulation there as well. In fact, my garage is a bigger shit tip than it's ever been. Look, I can't even do anything now. Anyway, so that'll start to change, and that over there, if you can see, zoom in, is the pizza oven I've built. In fact, let's go and have a quick look. Let's go and have a quick look. It's not too dark. So there we go. That's what I've built. All of it. So I haven't built the pizza oven yet. I've built the housing for the pizza oven, but not the pizza oven. So the pizza oven's actually going to go on that bit there. But I built the roof, the walls, everything. So it's not vintage steel and it's not rusty, so I'm not going to show it. But I am going to make some seats out of these drums here. So I may show that later. And I must admit I'm quite impressed with that. Anyway, back to the garage. So that's why I haven't posted anything for a while. I've been busy building a pizza oven. So still work to do on the Dart. I have actually had the Dart running, been for a drive in it. It's still running like a piece of shit. So I need to work on that. The Porsche's on the road and running. The truck outside, well, I just haven't run that for maybe 6-9 months. So I need to try and get that running this weekend. And the Mercedes is off the road for a while. Just because I'm using the Porsche. I want to sort the suspension out. I want to open that exhaust up and make more noise because it's too quiet. So what I am going to do, I think, tonight is just to get back into videoing and editing. I'm going to put together a montage of a truck I built for a friend, a 1963 C10 fleetside long wheelbase, and he just phoned me up the other day and told me he sold it. So obviously you can't stay with things forever. He wants to move on. He's thinking of moving abroad, or he might buy another project. So we'll see what happens. But he's had his fun with it. He's had a few good four good years with it. We went to Le Mans twice in it, had fun. So I'll put this montage together so you can just have a look at the pictures from when it was first imported to when I sold it to him. He then did some further work and I did with him. Anyway, I put a gearbox in it. I think it was out of a Mustang, 2005 Mustang 5-speed aluminium box out of Mustang. We made an adapter plate, put that in, he did some more mods. But anyway, it all started with a long wheelbase C10 1963 that was imported from Oregon. Now I imported this originally to build myself, not like I've got enough projects to do. And I quickly realised I did have too many projects to do, sold it to him and said I would build it to him for a set price to get him on the road, which is what we did. So the vehicle originally started out in Oregon, as I say. I'd researched some of the history of it, and it basically, a guy had taken it out of a scrapyard. He was going to do it up, an older guy in Oregon, and then for some reason he didn't. It went back in the scrapyard and got used as a mule to import engines to the UK. So basically, because it was a long wheelbase, just pile the back of it full of engines, use it as a mule, push it in a container. And then the guy, obviously, his thought was he'll sell that when he gets over here. That pays for his container fees, and then he sells the engines. So it worked out for everyone. I got the US title to it, went on a USA forum, put the details in, didn't put the address of where it was, but put the area, and someone sent me a PM. He says, I live about 5 miles from there. So he went down, and it was one of these farms where it's like a farm dirt track for 10 miles. You know, there's just no made roads around there. Going on Google Earth, you couldn't find anything. So he went down to the farm, had a chat with the owner, or the owner's wife, turned out wasn't really the sort of story you hope, where someone goes, oh wow, cool, that's gone to the UK, someone's going to run it and all the rest of it. Turned out really, unfortunately, the chap died, and that's why they were just clearing the land and went to the scrapyard. So the lady didn't really want to talk much, and he didn't get a lot of information out of it. But anyway, the truck came here, it was rescued, it arrived, as you see in the first pictures, the engine was in, but there was no carburetor, no alternator, no exhaust manifold, basically no distributor, just the bare block with the head and the rocker cover on. The exhaust manifold had been off for a long time, so all the inlet and the exhaust ports were rusty, and you thought, this hasn't got a chance of running. So what we did the right thing, and we didn't strip the engine down. We bought another engine that had all the ancillaries on, swapped the ancillaries onto this engine, and guess what, it fired up. So we were quite impressed with that. So we then rebuilt the rest of the vehicle, as you see, with the... And the thing to do, and I always told the guy this that bought the truck off me, if you strip it down to a chassis, unless you're going to invest £20,000, $20,000 in it, you're not going to see this back on the road, and it's going to be sold as an unfinished project. I said, let's just get it a sympathetic restoration, get it on the road and have some fun. And I think that's what he did. He had two good trips to Le Mans in it, and many trips around the UK in it, and enjoyed it. So going back to the vehicle, we put all the ancillaries on, got it running, got it road registered, as you see, got it painted blue, did it the fake or faux patina, as people call it. Basically we just roller painted it with 2-pack paint, and then flatted it down and polished it and buffed it up, and it kidded a lot of people, so he was happy. The paint on the roof, which is rust, is actually rust paint. And we actually went to Le Mans the first year with the engine unrebuilt. We'd only rebuilt the cylinder head, and we went to Le Mans, and we hadn't even got out the UK, and he basically rang me up on the phone, and he said, it's making a bit of a noise, bit of a rattle. And we pulled over on the hard shoulder just before the services for the ferry to France, and basically revved it up, and it was knocking its bollocks off, rod knock. And I thought, there we go, he's not going to France, he's going home on a trailer. So again, we did the right thing, put more oil in it, got some, what do you call it now, basically gloop for knocking engines, put that in it, and it stopped knocking. Got to France, started knocking again, put some more in it. He found a place that sold 5 litres of it. It was burning engine oil. I mean, the whole journey to and back from France, I think he must have gone through 20 litres of oil and 10 litres of this glue. But basically, it kept the engine alive, and it got him to Le Mans and back again. And then what we did in the winter, before the next Le Mans, we stripped the engine down, and that gloop was everywhere. It looked like a scene out of Alien, where the people are stuck on the side, and they're just covered in that spider or alien gloop. It was unbelievable. It was stuck on every surface. So what we did then, we used the spare engine we bought before, stripped and rebuilt that, got that back up and running. He put a split manifold on it, so instead of it was sort of 6 into 1, it was 3 into 1, 3 into 1, and then 2 into 1. That changed the note, made it sound nicer, put twin carbs on it, went back to Le Mans again, had fun in it. Then he scooted around the UK in it for a while. Obviously this year we were going to go to Classic Le Mans, but that's got kibosh because basically no one's doing anything this year because it's 2020, the year of the beer virus. So he's got a few other ideas, so he's sold it. So it's only just gone last weekend. I suppose he's still a little bit sad it's gone. So I've put this montage together for you, and enjoy it, and hope it'll give you good memories of the years we've had with that vehicle. Okay, I'm going to carry on in the garage. I'm going to edit this video up, put this montage together, but I'm going to do some work on the Dart because I've had a hunch since day one why it's rough running, and I'm going to strip the bit that I think it is, have a look at it, and I'll make another video on this later. And I may even do a little bit of a video and a montage on the pizza oven if people are interested in that, because it's a little bit different. It's DIY, it's all done at home, anyone can do it. I had no plans for that, I just made it up. But I'm going to get back to the Dart and enjoy the video, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.